Okay, what's up? What's up? Your girl is live right now. Ida Marie, what's up? What's up? Let me see if everything is public. Oh Lord, it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute. Gonna take a minute. Gonna take a minute. Gonna take a minute. Let me see if it's public. It's the beauty of live streaming. Try to make sure that you're live right now. Okay, not on there. Trying to see if I'm live. I don't even know if I am. Okay. So, yeah, I am live. Hear my voice. Let me hear how my voice sound. All right, so I'm live. Okay. All right. So I like K-pop. I like listening to it. I don't really indulge too much into Korean culture. The only thing I like is just the K-pop music. But I have to talk about the negative things. I know people don't like hearing the negative things about Korean culture. So I saw this comment here underneath it, and basically it was a question that this young lady here asked. Her name is it says, My Unicorn. I heard that Koreans discriminate against foreigners, especially blacks. Is this true? I watched a few videos on YouTube and it was bad. I did not expect this. So here it is, this person here. It says Kiera 185. Casey responded to her, and she said, let me put a message. And she said, Kiera 185, I'm Korean. And wait, I missed somebody. Basically, this person says, it's true that they discriminate against people of color, but in opinion, it's their lack of knowledge of black people, black culture, and that some will give into the media portrayal. I think I cut it off. Let me pull it back out. There we go. Lack of knowledge of black people, black culture, and some will give in to the media portrayal of black people. My AP teacher went to South Korea with a black friend and said that they treated the black friends terribly. It was hard for the black friend to get a job. No one wanted to be near him, and other mean, terrible stuff. This doesn't apply to all Koreans, and I don't mean to generalize the entire country, but a lot of Koreans do this. Overall, life will be harder for people of color, not all, but still some. So, the reason why I'm talking about the black faces, because I hear a lot of people say that, oh no, they're not prejudiced. That's just a way of having fun. Well, this young lady here said, young pen says, I'm a master baby with your bra. I don't know if this is a male or a female. They stated that, Korea 185, I'm Korean, and that's not true. Many old people in Korea do not stare at foreigners at time. Not only black people, but people that are not of East Asian descendant, but they don't hate black people. However, young generation doesn't tend to stare at black people or foreigners in general. But again, if you're black and go to Korea, there will be some people that will stare at you. Not of hate or discrimination. They are just a little surprised because there are not so many black people in Korea. Now, who believes that? Who? So I asked her a question about the black faces. I typed that in for her. So let's just go ahead and skip that, and let's just go ahead and play this video here.
오케이. 아직은 다른 거를 하고 싶다는 생각이 들지 않아요. 그래도 촬영할 때면은 언제나 늘 마지막인 것처럼 열심히 해야 하지 않을까요? 저는 그렇게 생각합니다.
지금 좋아. 하나, 둘.
그때는 이제 잡지 같은 거를 하고 싶어도 진짜 뭐 담당자 분들께서 대놓고 유색 인종을 쓰지 않는다라고 얘기를 하셨고, 우리 매체는 까만 아이를 쓰지 않습니다라고 진짜 얘기를 하셨거든요.
Okay, so do you hear that? It says a 2015 government survey showed 25% of South Koreans don't want a foreigner for a neighbor. A foreigner. Who is that? What type of foreigner? You know? I'm bringing this out real late at night because I don't know how much this will offend people, but I know a lot of people are listening to K-pop music and they want to go over there and they want to live in Korea and they want to have a career and indulge in the Korean. Now everybody wants to indulge in the Korean lifestyle. So here is this thing here. This is a YouTube channel called Asian Boss, and basically it's stating, it talks about things that that blacks deal with over their daily basis. So let's play it.
Response to the instance of racism mentioned by Sam Autry, the most famous black entertainer in South Korea. That video triggered a lot of debate on racism against blacks, and in light of another blackface incident that just took place on a Korean TV show, this time we thought we would try to dig in a little deeper.
So today we're going to have a small roundtable chat with our friends who have been living in Korea and hopefully can provide additional insight to this whole racism thing. Meet ZM.
Hello.
Sandra.
Hi.
And Sky.
Hey, how you guys doing?
I'm going to show you a clip of our previous video that we filmed about Korean people's perception of black people in Korea. Maybe we can just watch this first and get into the discussion. Tell us what your thoughts are afterwards. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
한국 사람들이 흑인에 대해서 어떤 편견이나 선입견을 가지고 있는 것 같나요?
아프리카에서 왔다고 그렇게 생각을 주로 할 것 같고 아무래도 좀 놀리는 약간 그런 것들.
어떤 직업을 가질 수 같아요?
Let's go back. She said, I think most will assume that they are from Africa, but our African descendants are from Africa. And then she says, which could be used to make fun of them. Now, how is that? I'm just trying to figure it out. How is that? Why is that? I'm just trying to figure out how. Is this is not prejudice? I don't understand how is that not prejudice, but I guess because in their way, she has a cute little face, it's not prejudice. So I keep hearing this all the time. Koreans keep saying that, oh, we're not prejudiced, but you're going to make fun of black people, of African Americans. You're going to make fun of them because they're from Africa? Okay, whatever.
어떤 직업을 가질 수 같아요?
그냥 예술이거나 힘을 쓰거나
스포츠 같은. 네. 이제 싸우면은 무조건 진다. 힘이 굉장히 강하다. 제가 이제 농구를 굉장히 좋아하는데 이제 스포츠 같은 걸 해도 이제 굉장히 차이가 많이 나니까.
그러니까 막 흑인은 막 위험하다 이런 선입견이 많이 있는 것 같아요. 막 영화에서도 막 총 쏘고 막 마약하고 이런 것 때문에.
She said that black people are dangerous because they are always shooting people and doing drugs in movies. I don't get this, like, this whole thing about everybody black does crime. I hear this all the time. I'm so tired of hearing this, and now I didn't know it was this bad with the Korean culture until I started looking at blogs, and then I started looking at reading blogs. Then I started hearing all this stuff about then the black faces and everything started coming up. And I'm going to get to the black faces because in this show it's going to talk about the black faces. And what I want to know is why are we talking about the black faces? Like, why? Because over there they're still doing it. A lot of K-pop stars stopped doing it because it was hurting their fan base. I'll give you an example like Taeyang from Big Bang and G-Dragon from Big Bang as well. There's some other artists have done it. I believe somebody named Uptown have done it. They have come and they have come to as well put the black faces on their face, paint the black faces on their face, and thought it was cool, thought it was hip, because this is what they are grown up to do. So, but going back to this, the street, you know, interviews about black people.
그렇게 이렇게 부른다고 하는데 왜 이런 호칭이 생겼다고 생각을 하세요?
아무래도 이제 친근하면 좀 누나, 형 이렇게 많이 하니까.
그런 발언 자체가 인종차별적이라고 생각을 해보신 적은 있나요?
그렇죠. 아무래도 모두니가 형은 아닐 테고 형 누나가 아닐 테고 하나의 단어만을 묶어버리는 거잖아요. 그래서 그런 게 조금 차별적인 게 아닐까.
시대가 계속 변하면 변할수록 외국인들이 들어오고 같이 사는 거는 어쩔 수 없는 현상이라고 생각하기 때문에 그 사실을 그냥 받아들이고 반대로 우리도 외국에 나가서 차별받지 않기를 원하잖아요. 그런 것처럼 한국
I don't think we can just stop people from immigrating to Korea. That's one thing she acknowledged. And then she says, so we should just accept it as reality. Then she says, I mean, we don't want to face discrimination overseas either, right? So I think we should keep that in mind with interacting with foreigners in Korea. So this is the issue. They're picking at black people, you know, without anybody knowing. So they've probably been doing this for years. But now that K-pop has become so popular, and that's what draws people into their culture, and then they like the K-drama and all this other mess, now they have all these foreigners, which is the black people, the white people, and stuff like that. But now they got blacks. Now there's more blacks going over there to Korea. And now they're interviewing people saying, how do you feel about black people being over here? What do you think about them? And here they're saying that we're going to have to face that foreigners are coming over here to Korea. So in general, how do they think about anybody that comes over there? You know?
So what's your immediate reaction to what you just said?
I think that overall it's a very positive thing. But at the same time, you still see a lot of these stereotypes aren't going away immediately. They kept on going back to athleticism, right? You keep on hearing about everybody running around the street is a Kobe Bryant. So this is something that's not going away anytime soon. Unless even with exposure, it's still there.
The part that resonated with the most was when people were giving specific examples or anecdotes of the type of racism that a person of color, specifically black people in Korea, could face. So do you have any personal experience that you've encountered or you've seen?
Where to start?
There's little things like people won't sit beside you on the subway, which is I mean, fine by me, giving all the space. But then we were out one night at a hip hop night, and this girl stepped on my foot, and I was like, oh sorry, you just stepped on me, and she was like, you nigger, you shouldn't even be in this country. And I looked at her and I said, you're at a hip hop night, girl.
Now, keep this in mind. The Koreans over there, they're comfortable. They're comfortable with saying the N-word and stuff like that. I mean, I know right now not a lot of people are looking at this. I know there was 2 people that came in and went off. The problem is YouTube don't give out a lot of notification on live streaming, period. But anyway, yes, we're supposed to be talking about, the black faces. But I'm getting into that. This is what this is getting into. You got to talk about why do the Koreans, why are they having black faces on television? Their faces paint up, as black faces over there in television. Why is that? Because they feel that that's a way of having fun. But now, mind this now, she just said that she got called the N-word over there in Korea. Because they are comfortable with this. They don't think that this is prejudice. They think this is comfortable. But if you know the N-word, you should know that that's bad. That's a really disrespectful name to call anyone black. That's like me going up to someone and calling them a shank and they're Asian. That's disrespectful. It's the same thing. It's disrespectful, and I don't think they see it like that. But also later on in the video, you're gonna hear, well then if you don't like it, then you can get out of our country. That's another thing too that's gonna come up. Let's keep going on.
Where do you think that this music came from? And I was like, first of all,
precisely.
Wow. Don't ever say that word. I'm like, I'm a grown woman now. If it was me in 2003, there would have been no discussion. You would have been, yeah, if it was the old me, you would have been, you know, it would have been a different story.
Most of the time, when it comes to me, it's about how I look, really. I shared a story in my blog that I just started kind of dealing with some of these things about being on the subway and an older lady just shoving her hands in my hair because I had combed out my hair and I had a big afro. And so
I have a shaved head. So in African culture, like especially in South African culture, it's not weird to have a shaved head as a woman. And people are always just like, do you have cancer?
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, and they have no problems like
just touching
your head.
You guys say all this stuff, and you seem to be taken in a good spirit. So you don't seem super, I don't know, disillusioned by the whole experience, like, okay, I had enough of this shit.
Well, it's funny that you say that. In communities of color, whether you are Asian or whether you come from a background that may be a marginalized background, whether it's black, whether it's even Muslim these days, right? You've got to always try 2 times as hard just to get there, to equal, right?
It's not that we don't feel angry or frustrated or upset in any way.
Pissed off.
Pissed off.
Right.
But for me, I think it goes in stages. When you first come, it's a shock.
Yeah.
And you deal with the anger and you want to go home and you want something familiar and you just go through that anger. But it's kind of, I see it as just pushing through. And right now I'm at a stage where it's like, it's not going to change. Being angry is not going to change anything.
It doesn't change anything.
It will feed the stereotypes.
That's right.
So if I go on the subway and an old lady pushes me, I have 2 options.
Because if you do react to that, it reinforces the angry, violent.
So this is something that I heard too from other vlogs and other blogs, and I've been hearing this, and I might even change the title a little bit because it's not just about the blackface. I'm trying to give y'all reasons why they think that it's comfortable to be like this towards blacks. Why do they think that it's okay to have the black face, to paint the black faces on when they go do television shows? This is why they think it's okay, because they feel like it's okay, nothing's wrong with it. But going back to getting angry, if you get angry, then they're gonna say, oh well, yeah, black people are they're dangerous to be around. So this is what she's talking about. Now it's gonna get into the black faces. It's leading up to it. See, the reason why this is all leading up to black, this is why they do this, because they feel that if they cover themselves in black, they can understand about being a black person. That's not how you understand being a black person, by what you see off of television and then going to be, I don't know, going to do something, do something similar to what the black person did that was wrong, and paint your body black. That's not going to help you understand being a black person. And then laughing and joking about it, I'm sorry, that's prejudice. But let's go on.
And it's just like the girl said, they're seen as dangerous people. So if you do anything, talk rude back to the lady or anyway, they would just be like, yes.
There it is.
There it is.
Right.
That's who they are, right? So you kind of have to learn to always stick with a positive.
Do you have any examples of more extreme form of racism that you probably just couldn't even laugh it off?
Oh goodness, yeah. I'm not necessarily a smaller guy, and so there was one time actually that I was actually leaving the gym, minding my own business, and I literally get tackled by 3 cops.
What?
And I had no idea what was going on. I was walking down the street. I was jamming in my own world, and then all of a sudden I just like feel like 3 guys on me. They didn't take me down, so from the 4th one come, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. And at first I thought, okay, well maybe this has got to be a mistake. So they literally handcuff me and throw me in the back of a little Lego car police cruiser
without saying anything.
Without saying anything, and I was like,
oh crud. I think the volume is gone. Yeah, it is. Okay, but basically, right here, I'm gonna have to cut it short. But here is what they were talking about. The volume is gone. But I'm gonna have to cut this video short. But this is what mainly they were talking about. And basically what these 3 black people were saying is, a lot of people are saying, a lot of Koreans, they look at the black faces and they said, oh, this is not prejudice. This is right here is not prejudice at all. They don't see anything wrong with this. They say this is their way of understanding black people and laughing about it. Look at how dark her skin is. Look at her lips, how big it looks. She looks ridiculous. I've never seen any. I've seen people who are darker than her that don't even look like that. That to me right there is disrespectful. Also, I would like for the black young ladies that like K-pop music, I would like for them to go and read and look at this vlog, because they also talked about how the Korean guys view the black women over there as just an experiment. So this vlog is very important, and it's sad that people don't want to come and see this, especially black girls or black females. They don't want to come and see this. They want to see nothing but good, positive things about Korea. But you need to see the negative side too, because I don't want all my black sisters to keep going over there thinking, or my black brothers going over there thinking like, oh, well, this won't happen in Korea. There's no prejudice in Korea. There is prejudice in Korea. It's still there. And I think the volume is gone. Yeah, it's gone. Let me see. Yeah, it's gone. But just go and look at this vlog. And then they talked about also about the group, a girl group over there, K-pop group that dress up too, like off of Bruno Mars. This is what's going on, and it's still happening. And everybody is saying that, and when people bring this to the Koreans' eyes, they are basically saying, oh no, this is not true, we're not prejudiced, that's just our way of understanding the black culture. This is not the way how you understand black culture. Why don't you interview a black person like how this gentleman here is doing? Why don't you interview them and see how they feel about certain situations, instead of sitting there playing it out, because all you're doing is making the situation worse than what it is. But let me see if the other video is gonna play. Let me just scroll through. Let me see.
It happened in just 6 years.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah. And I think that now, because especially like you were saying, like young people have access to so much like media, that my kids are singing Beyonce and they're singing Formation. That to me, oh my God, yes. Like you can see that those things, that makes a difference.
There's still the problems that are there, but the thing is that the growth is happening.
Yeah.
And I think that we're at that point. We've reached the critical mass where now people are becoming awake.
Yeah, and I think I just wanted to share like with people of color as well. Like I think this is also a very important point for us to realize that we matter, and we matter in the sense that whatever we do, people are watching.
Yeah.
And whatever we do is influencing. So it's either we feed into the stereotypes or we kind of help people understand us better. Really taking the time to love the people around you, to let them know that we also want the same things they want, to let them know that the same red blood runs.
Now, right here, this is the part where he's telling them, if you don't like seeing these things in Korea, why are you here? Why don't you guys get out? And they're basically expressing, if we just leave and don't come over here, basically these young little Korean children that goes and see their teachers that are black, they're gonna think that they are monkeys or whatever, or I don't know, trashy, ghetto, stupid, dumb people. So that's why they say that they do what they do, so they can educate the young Korean children over there in schools. And that is, I would say, you know what, I used to say, you know, why are you over there? I used to say that all the time. Why do my black brothers and my black sisters go over there to Korea? I never understood that. But after I see this too, I got educated too as well from looking at this vlog on YouTube. I look at a lot of things on Asian Boss because they don't lie about anything. They tell the truth. Whereas K-music and black women, a lot of people follow that. As you can see, I'm not about money or anything. I don't have no donation or anything on my, if you look in the description, I have no donation or anything. This is just simply educating the black people when they go over to Korea, because I know a lot of people like K-pop music and I know they're into it and they want to go over to Korea, but they need to realize before they go over there, it's a lot of trials you're going to go through. It's a lot of race issues you're going to go through. You're black and they never have seen black people, and all they know is what they see on television if they never came over here to America. So let's keep going on. They're just summing it all up. I might do another vlog where she talks about the part about how do the Korean men view the black women, because a lot of women are lying about this. They're not telling the truth. But there's another young black woman, she told the truth about how the Korean men over there view the black men, and I'm gonna have to find it, and I know on here they did too, but I was mostly concerned about the blackface. I just wanted to talk about that. So let's play it.
Surveys, you know, and stuff like that is something that we also need to really focus on and do more of.
Well, I do want to thank you guys for, you know, taking on that responsibility. I feel like this has just been like history lesson or something. Yeah, but thanks a lot for being here.
Thank you for letting us do this. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on YouTube.
You gotta be famous.
For more of these in-depth discussions on various social issues and cultural trends from Asia, make sure to subscribe to the Asian Boss YouTube channel. You can also check out a full-length version of our street interview as well as our one-on-one interview with Sam Autry, which we'll link in the description. Thanks everybody. I'm Steve from Asian Boss. See you in the next video.
So this is their channel. I recommend everyone go to this channel, especially black young females. I think you guys need to come here, my black guys that want to go over there to Korea. You know, please look at this. Please go to this vlog. I don't care about anybody subscribing to me, but the most important thing is Asian Boss. Please subscribe to them. Please look at their vlogs. They tell the truth about Korean culture. They're not gonna lie to you. They do interviews. They do live interviews. They interview black people. They interview Asian people. And this is an issue that's in the K-pop world. And this is why K-pop world has so much racism, because nobody understands what's exactly going on. And as I'm looking at it now, I noticed that the Koreans, they are thinking that what they're doing over there is not prejudice and is not hurting anyone. But when the blacks are going over there and they see this on the television, they're like, oh my God, like they're shocked. And I'm seeing this on so many different vlogs with young black women. They're experiencing this. And then also I'm also here seeing that young black women are, other black women are experiencing how the Korean men are viewing them. I might do another stream on that about how the Korean men view the black women. It was just a vlog, because a lot of people they're not, I feel like the black women they're not really paying attention to this anymore. They just want to know if the Korean guys are just fantasizing about them, but they need to know that about the blackface situation. A lot of them are not paying attention to that. But anyway, let your girl down in the comments know how you feel about this. You know, thumbs up will be dope, but if you want to give me a thumbs down, don't just put it there. Tell me why you feel that way. All right, peace out.